kite's power. They are not just children's toys. They may solve our energy problems. The quest for new clean sources.
Clean energy sources.
New clean energy sources has occupied the attention of scientists and politicians. For years. One common resource for green energy is the wind. A twist on this old resource could cause the energy output of the wind power plants to stop. Standard wind power plants rely on reduced support. And generally can only reach the heights of 200 meters or so. Higher than that, the winds tend to be stronger and more consistent. But the challenge is figuring out how to harness the energy from those winds. Delft University of Technology in Netherlands and Karlsruhe University of Applied Science in Germany have formed a kite power research group. The group is working to develop kites with inflatable wings connected to electrical generators on the ground. The research group's goal is to design the kites that can operate on its own for 24 hours. Research has begun, but many challenges remain, including making the generators more efficient, perfecting the automatically flight control, and the structure of the kites. Nevertheless, in June 2012, they demonstrated that their kites could operate automatically at an altitude of up to 700 meters. Meanwhile, in Italy, researchers is working on researchers are working on a similar kite power generators. Let's rely on kites. When a system called kitegen senses the wind blowing, the kites are released from the end of the poles with high cables with high resistance with high resistance cables to control the height and the angle. Those cables are able to move the kites if the system senses incoming objects like airplanes, helicopters, or even individual birds.
介绍风筝本身。The kites themselves.
The kites themselves are light, tall, and able to reach the fairly high altitudes.
To introduce the purpose why the kite reach very high altitude. Why? What is the purpose? They loop around in the wind.
They loop around in the wind, which sets the core of the generators in motion, producing electrical currents.
Save money.
Kitegen
The goal of producing the kitegen is to save money, so kitegen has potential to be very
kitegen has potential to be very cost effective. In the long run. They take
after
the initial spend of designing and setting up the plans. After designing and setting up the plans,
little additional investment.
Little additional investment will be necessary and
you always need to maintain its function. So apart from standard
maintenance. The plants requires
also requires
the planes also requires relatively small space, which makes it ideal in the cities. Ideal for cities. And means that the multiple planes can be set up to produce to provide more energy. Kite's power has potential to greatly improve on current wind power strategies. It may be an efficient, cost-effective supplement to the other sources we use.
The other sources of energies
we use, or even a replacement for some of them.
How?